Wahvey, I've watched a fair bit of Wahvey as well, and as you said, we've had him on Chalkcast, we've got to know him, and you said it perfectly. He's probably one of the hardest just working people in general right now in the scene, and he is certainly rising ranks in North America in every game mode.
Yeah, Diaz, his playstyle really looks like it would translate very easily to 3v3.
He's a very measured player, and obviously we talk about his length of the field air dribbles off his own back wall.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's certainly willing to, I guess, go for some riskier plays and throw himself. He just backs his own ability so much, Diaz, and as you said, he's really come out of nowhere. So let's see if he can perhaps be the dark horse in this, or is it going to be Wahvey who get another young up-and-comer in 3v3 game mode as well that has really burst onto the scene and playing, as I said, in absolutely every tournament. Diaz almost firing one right off the bat, but here we go, the second preliminary final here at Salt Mine. Diaz is going to fire first.
This is the first match between the two. Diaz did not play in Stage 1 for Salt Mine NA, and in Stage 2, in Stage 2 and 3, they both ended up in different groups, and they did not match up in the playoffs for either. So this is the first time that they've met, so we're going to learn a lot here. Diaz with a fake kickoff for his second possession now, right off the bat. He is going for that full pitch air dribble. He just has so much confidence and so much boost, and he always has some left over. This is what makes this more viable for him than I think anyone else I've seen do this in 1v1, is he arrives at the opponent's net with boost to spare, and the bump on Wahvey is going to cause a second goal for Diaz. It's already the Brazilian who is piling on the pressure.
He's always got boost in the tank, and really high-level Rocket League these days is all about recoveries and how quickly can you not only create an opportunity but close off one and reduce the chances of getting scored yourself, which is really highlighted here by Diaz, who, as you said, they haven't had the matchup before, and I think that plays into Diaz's favour. He sort of has burst on the scene, and every matchup he has played recently has been the first, crack or series against some of these top players in North America. And he's performed exceedingly well. He's not a player that really needs a game or a series to figure someone out, if you would. He just plays his own style and does it effectively.
Yeah, it's much harder on the NA server to find someone who plays like Diaz than it is to find someone who plays like any other player in the tournament. He's probably the most unique player in Salt Mine NA, one of the most unique players in Salt Mine in general. And so it's very hard to prepare for him. You don't really know what to expect. However, these two are ranked grinders when it comes to ones, so I wouldn't be surprised if they've run into each other a bunch. And Wahvey does have his better half here, and scores from distance for his first goal of the game. Yeah, he's got to try and control Diaz's aggression. Diaz, when he gets going, is an incredibly difficult player to stop, but yeah, Wahvey's actually very resilient. He's a surprisingly good defensive player. I thought he was going to be all offense, all aggression when he came into this tournament, but no, he's actually very capable when it comes to defense, reactively or proactively.
And Wahvey, a player that openly other players admit in North America is very frustrating to play. I know that remember here at the solo queue tournament, and Daniel found out he was playing Wahvey first. He kind of went, no, not Wahvey.
He's one of the only players to beat Daniel recently, and in fact, Wahvey and Diaz are the only two players to have beaten Daniel in the last two Salt Mine stages. As Daniel just ran through just about everyone. Yeah, Wahvey's holding his own here. This is a great stand so far. Can he keep it up though? Can he actually produce a result? Yes, he will. It's Wahvey with the tie game, and he didn't make that look difficult at all. Controls the 50, grind shot, goes over Diaz, who's not ready and a little bit out of position to recover for that one.
And he's done very well there. Has the man himself, who, as we said, I feel like when we spoke to him on the Chalkcast as well, he had the privilege of getting a deep insight into what he's been up to, and just a player that's really motivated by the grind, happy to play in any tournament, no matter the prize pool, as long as there's a competitive aspect to it, and it's something else than just playing regular ranks. But Diaz is stealing every single boost around here. Wahvey gets a good touch with absolutely nothing in the tank. Diaz still stealing everything, popping it up, trying to take it to the sky. He loves the aerial play. Wahvey just hanging around, but 18 boost, needs to make a good save. He actually gets it underneath. They might be able to work this one in the back of the net. No, he just can't quite fire that one in.
Wahvey with composure dribbles it back to the mid boost. He might have a chance to take the lead here. Indeed he does, but Diaz just doesn't care about the threat of the flick. Walks right up to him and takes the ball off the top of his car. You know, that's going to be a sign for Diaz to make a move early, which he does in the next play, immediately popping the ball. Diaz is faking this time. Both players adapting to each other very well here. Diaz with half a chance. He gets it through to take the lead 3-2. And he will, just inside the final 2 minutes of the game, get his lead back.
Yeah, just sneaks and pass. You can see Wahvey knew how threatening that situation was. He knew that he'd overcommitted. He was caught out. And Diaz just too good there. Little Diaz. As you can see his tag. Certainly starting strong here. And a player that, I don't know, it's crazy, these young players. I feel like they don't feel nerves, Johnny. They're playing in these tournaments for all kinds of money, but he has overcommitted here. Can Wahvey get this back? It is going to be a little bit awkward, and he does find the angle. It's always that pressure knowing that the player is tracking back, and you've got to still be fast, but secure that shot.
Yeah, Wahvey gave himself a really good angle here, lined up in such a way that if the bounce wasn't quite what you wanted, you could adapt mid-flight. So another tie game, very close opener game here for the first time that Wahvey and Diaz have played as far well in any competition that is involving 1v1. Yeah, like I mentioned, they're the only 2 players in the last 2 stages to beat Daniel. Wahvey's actually found an opening again here. He has been just too quick to the punch on some of these races to the ball. Diaz thinks he has more time than he does. Wahvey just goes and gets a 4-3 lead.
And I think Diaz wanted to catch that and take it up the wall, but quickly found himself out of position when Wahvey just W-keyed straight into it, basically. Just charged down the line. Diaz having to panic, but getting a touch on the ball. Diaz does win the kick-off, has a chance to just tie this one back up. Wahvey having the confidence to be able to grab that corner boost and still get back in time means that Diaz has to track all the way back down the other end.
Nice recovery by Diaz after dodging the back wall bump that Wahvey attempted. Diaz fakes a shot, flicks high, which is saved. And that does lead to the boost steal. Wahvey's going to be quite happy to see that Diaz hasn't gone up the wall here, though. That would have been a far scarier prospect from his position. Nice interception by Wahvey, blocking Diaz. And now blocking him again. Wahvey just reading Diaz touches and getting another goal to go up by 2.
Yeah, just no nonsense right now from Wahvey. He's keeping Diaz honest. He's ensuring that all of Diaz's touches are of quality, or he'll pounce on it if it's not up to scratch. Just like that, Diaz dropping it down, didn't keep his car behind the ball. Wahvey able to flip that one back in the net. He's won kickoff again as well, and he's going to be able to perhaps secure this first game, but Diaz, with 40 seconds left, needs to find 2.
Wahvey didn't fancy the off-the-wall air dribble play there. He had it available. Again, he's going to cut in field, and he's probably surprised Diaz with that by the looks of things, as Diaz, initially, at least, looked like he was flopping past the ball, but Wahvey doesn't need to take any risks. He doesn't want to give Diaz an easy goal. Just facing him off of it and waiting. Well, the challenge here is Wahvey just playing this one out so carefully, not giving Diaz a chance to flex his mechanics and his creativity. Outplays him again, 6-3, and Diaz calls next.
He's just all over him. That last minute was clinical there from Wahvey. He knew that Diaz was desperate, so he baited him into a few challenges. And then when he knew that Diaz had no other choice but to commit, popped it over the top, recognising the insta challenge. Gets the free goal, gets the win in game number 1. A little bit of an upset here early. Wahvey looking strong.
Yeah, just smart play by Wahvey overall. I'm really impressed with his download on Diaz in game 1. A lot of other players have taken longer to figure that out. Yeah, very, very intelligent player. Just like apparently Jack, the guy I decided to make a Rocket League course with. thenextrank.com, !TNR in Twitch chat if you want to find the link, or scroll down to YouTube description. If you're watching live on Twitch, the 15% discount code is still active. That's active till 15th of December. After that, it will no longer be available. But don't worry, if you missed it, you can still get the course on release early 2024. And there's a bunch of free content for you guys if you want to sign up for the email list on thenextrank.com. Like I said, it's totally free, exclusive content by apparently Jack, myself, and Smellsworth, Salt Mine royalty that I'm sure a lot of you guys will remember. One in chat if you remember Smellsworth. He did Salt Mine Underground with me, Salt Mine Atlantic Draft as well. Yep. Absolute legend.
He actually commentated me losing to a Vample.
Did he really? So. Well, there you go. And
yep.
Good to see a lot of you guys who remember that. There's some true OG fans of 1v1. You're all amazing. Now, Diaz, the only player who's beaten Diaz on the first try is AJ. You mentioned it. AJ got his number in Stage 2. And you know, Diaz still managed to win that group and outperform AJ overall. But even First Killer and Daniel lost to Diaz on their first try. They took the second try to beat him, which First Killer and Daniel both did before then Diaz got the best of 3, beat First Killer again. This is already a massive result for Wahvey if he can stop him. Okay, yeah, just something out now. I'm trying to talk him up and he immediately concedes, but that's fair enough. That looks like a pretty tough save, very difficult save to do.
Yeah, and then another pretty much full field air dribble from Diaz, and we only really saw one of them in the previous game, which was perhaps interesting. He certainly looks the most comfortable. You know, we talk about players like Zen that look comfortable up in the air. It's certainly a place where Diaz can get to work, whereas Wahvey certainly trying to harass. He's all about the ground game. He's a very tough player. I think that the players don't like playing Wahvey because he really doesn't let you have space on the ball. And certainly in North America, that is not a place you want to be. There it is again. Just, it feels like there's a safety net back there, but I mean, the touch was pinched off Diaz's front of the car. Look at the shot though. Diaz trying to get back in time. Wahvey again, for the third time, just outpacing Diaz to the ball.
Yeah, that's a really brave shot at the near post, because if you miss that, you're committing a dodge and your opponent will have a very natural counter-attack from any save they could get. So Wahvey knew he was getting there very quickly in order for that to be a threat. Diaz with the boost advantage looking for the outplay in the back corner. Wahvey is standing strong in the way of him. Wahvey's been very annoying for Diaz to deal with so far. Like you mentioned, not too many full pitch air dribbles, not too many aerial plays. But hey, Diaz has got a ground game as well. Flicks the second goal in just as Wahvey's trying to challenge in reverse.
Yeah, Wahvey looked like he didn't really know what he wanted to do there. He only had 50 boost, so it looked like he wanted to try and pre-jump and play or get closer to the ball, but opted to conserve his boost, save that ground, and in turn open up the angle for Diaz to get to work with. Diaz wins this kickoff, takes the ball back, pop over the top. This is where he's very comfortable. He takes it upstairs. He's going to go the quick shot. This is going to keep Wahvey honest. Forcing him to make the touch, who does really well. And he might have just got it straight around Diaz, who could not hit supersonic speed. He had just not enough boost in the tank. Wahvey straight down the other end.
What a touch by Wahvey. I mean, any harder and that's going to be easy for Diaz to deflect into the back corner with pace. Any softer and obviously it won't go past him, but Wahvey actually getting the perfect power to start his counter-attack and outplay Diaz yet again. Diaz struggled to get going full speed in this matchup. Air roll shot blocked, and the follow-through from Wahvey is so strong. All these 50-50s doing real damage to Diaz recoveries, and Wavey's chasing him down now. Diaz saw him coming a mile away.
And Diaz pops this one right over the top. Great touch there from Wahvey, but he's only got 12 boost. He's opting to stay upstairs, and Diaz is opting to get it there. Oh, Wahvey just gets it off the post. Diaz keeping control of all of the boost on the map. Wahvey grabbing a couple of pads. He's gone all the way to the back corner, so Diaz gets time to set something up here. He's opening up the angle, and Wahvey respects him zero. Ball doesn't track in. Does he get punished, or does he? The demo comes through. This should be open.
Whoa! Diaz! What a save on the recovery. Wahvey should still get a goal here, surely. He will, after a couple more tries. That was a heroic display, diving across the net from Diaz after respawning. But he's just getting outsmarted right now. That whole setup from Wahvey was incredible with the demo in the back wall. Diaz had no idea that was coming. I mean, Wahvey really has found some creative ways to surprise Diaz and again takes the lead in the preliminary final.
He's certainly worked hard for that goal, that's for sure. He had about 8 cracks at putting that ball in the back of the net. Eventually, Wahvey gets the job done. Diaz having to track back now because Wahvey has boost. And gets a great instant flick. Means you can set up another attack, stealing all the boost. Diaz looks so awkward right now. There's the flick in behind. Wahvey has been clinical so far.
It's just such a good flick by Wahvey. The first touch has full control of the ball. He had a quick look around the ball there with ball cam as well, just to know exactly where Diaz was. And yeah, the top corner was gladly able to accept Wavey's flick. Is looking pretty surprisingly difficult for Diaz to score. You know, we've seen this guy ripping everybody to shreds in his first matchup against the only player who was able to win against Diaz in the first try was AJ. That was a Game 5 win. It was a very close series. But Wahvey, straight from the start, has his number. It seems like he, out of anyone, has got an idea of how to stop this guy.
There it is
in his
again.
tracks. Wahvey again, making it happen. And the flick has really not got an answer.
To be honest, I haven't really seen Diaz have just this much trouble before. Usually he's sort of always in series, and we've seen him force a lot of game 5s, but right now, as you said, Wahvey, it's almost that awkward style, which is reminiscent of, oh, hang on a minute, he's put that almost in his own net, but it's a fantastic touch because the ball's rolled up and he's got a 50 as well. As Wahvey, Diaz just trying to make something work. He's got everything going for him. He's got the boost control, ball, and just not getting the final bump or shot on net. 9
saves for Wahvey as he denies Diaz for even longer. Diaz trying to get an outplay. That's not worked either. Wahvey's just surviving on low boost. I mean, this is going to be reminiscent for Diaz when he played Daniel in Stage 2 finals, as Daniel just stopped him every time. And now this is Diaz comfort zone. He's in the air, he's moving quickly, but Wahvey's just ignoring him. Diaz is not actually outplaying Wahvey enough for him to be pre-jumping. And Wahvey's now cut off the counter-attack. Wahvey not going to have a chance to cut off this one early, but what has Diaz got? Is he going to be going for a big outplay? It's another pop bump, and Wahvey stops that one as well.
He has stopped absolutely everything so far, and again, just completely dunks the quick turn. Doesn't opt for the shot. Diaz sensing he's staying close, trying to fake him out here. Wahvey is just staying on him. He is stuck on him like a glove right now, not going anywhere. He's still got the 3-goal lead, and he might just kill all the time. Look at that, another beat, another flip from Wahvey. Should be another goal.
Wow.
4 goals to the good of Wahvey, and he calls next Diaz. He's had enough. He's seen enough. 2-0 to Wahvey.
Yeah, Diaz leaving the lobby probably to change preset, but 2-0 Wahvey in a pretty comfortable fashion there in game 2 is a crazy result to to see transpire this in this controlled way. He's not giving Diaz the opportunities that Diaz usually gets. I do also want to correct myself earlier. I've said a couple times that the only player to beat Diaz in the first try in this competition was AJ. Yeah, I've actually just totally thrown apparently Jack under the bus there. I forgot about Jack. He didn't play stage 2, didn't make the top 8, so I just completely forgot about him. And yeah, that's just blatant not on, to be honest. My business partner, my friend Jack there, doesn't deserve to be forgotten. Yeah, he beat Diaz in the first try as well. So if Diaz, or rather if Wahvey has been watching the tape on how to beat Diaz, those would be the 2 matches to go for. AJ beat him first try, and I think Jack beat him a little bit more easily first time. That's the only guy who's laid down the blueprint for how to do it. He beat him 8-6, 8-2, and 9-5 in the 3 game wins that he got. So yeah, Jack showed it is possible. He can control him, and now Wahvey is showing again that actually Diaz can be stopped. And
he probably watched the next rank, Wahvey, and got the insight.
Oh, there you go. Another great reason to check out thenextrank.com. Apparently, Jack, the only guy who could stop Diaz before this without needing game 5. Well, the first man to stop Diaz without needing game 5. Yeah, huge performance by him, even though it wasn't enough to make Salt Mine 3 finals. These guys did make Salt Mine 3 finals, so Diaz down 2 early. Wahvey looking to keep the Cinderella run going. Oh, what a play by Diaz to kick things off in game 3, though. No saving that one.
Yep, we sound like a broken record, but game 3 super important. Down 2 is Diaz, and hasn't really come online, or perhaps hasn't been able to come online so far due to Wahvey's presence and pressure. That's a great start there. That's the first kickoff goal that Diaz has scored so far this entire series. As Wahvey also grabbed the corner boost. Diaz tries to get a quick turn. Wahvey timing that so well. It's a risky play to go for the corner boost when you're not in possession of the ball. He's done well. He's got possession again. He's going the musty flick. Okay, now he's getting confident. Diaz turns and pops. We'll want to go again and try and just perhaps toe poke this. And he's completely overcommitted on that one. Wahvey trying to pop this one around, but didn't quite get the shot he wanted.
Yeah, he's still able to chase Diaz away from the ball, but Wahvey didn't steal the boost while going for the demo. Looks like he was all in for the demo. They're not really thinking about anything else in that position. But Diaz still struggling to get the ball past Wahvey. Wahvey rolls right through him and scores an equalizer. He just closes the distance faster than Diaz expects. Every time Diaz thinks he has time to turn, he's got Wahvey on low boost. Wahvey doesn't care about boost. He just goes straight to the ball aggressively and again ties the game.
Yeah, Wahvey just should I say, Diaz is super keen to just turn on the ball and keep possession, keep pressure in the offense, but Wahvey is not giving him a chance to, and he's so fast off the kickoff. He's got a kickoff goal straight off the bat, single jump wave dash, and has still got so much power off this. Have a look at the recovery. Just didn't even need the wave dash on the ground. Just lands so fast. One goal down, all of a sudden he's 2-1 up.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Diaz. Brazil's only player, South America's last player in Salt Mine 3. Struggling against Wahvey, who is playing brilliantly in this matchup, making Diaz's life a misery. It's you know, not traditional NA style Wahvey. He's very well rounded as a player, but I feel like he is the one thing he has over everybody else in this tournament at the moment is his ability to cross no man's land. He can just get over there so quickly, and look, he does it again. Diaz thinks he's got time on the ball. He doesn't. Wahvey is just too fast. He just finds an efficient path every time, and no need for any nonsense to go up 3-1 there.
He's dead set zooming around the pitch, and he said 3-1 now. This should be insane if Wahvey swept his way through. He's on the brink of going 3-0 up in this series, and that'll put a lot of pressure on this young lad Diaz. There's first mistake from Wahvey. He's completely flipped through it. He's completely stuffed that touch there, and the first real chance or opportunity for Diaz to capitalise on a mistake.
Yeah, Diaz just shrugging off the bump there and rolling it into the open net. Like I said, it is one of the first mistakes by Wahvey. Diaz has not had too many mistakes to prey on. He's probably going to need to either force them or outplay Wahvey if he's going to continue to get goals in the matchup. But Wahvey just immediately cuts in field. He knew Diaz was coming. He's already dribbling in field with his first touch, then one more to get the outplay. Great angle change. He didn't actually need the flick. He just had the outplay with the initial cut.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Diaz is maybe a little bit nervous. Obviously, this is a lot of pressure on the line in the finals, but just a mistake, a positional mistake that you don't really expect from this player from what we've seen so far. I'm just feeling what's on the line. It's a great little fake in behind. Wahvey still gets the touch. Diaz with 40 boost, trying to keep pressure on. Getting bumped by Wahvey. Diaz opts and grab that corner. Wahvey says, I'll take the ball then. Diaz is doing 360 pirouettes in the air. Keep control. Wahvey, so good. And just buying time and waiting for corner boost, waiting for his chance to get out of defense. Here's the reset. Here goes Diaz. Goes low. Wahvey again makes the save.
Yeah, I mean, he started off on the underside of his own net there and still dove down to save a shot at the bottom of the goal. Now this is a phenomenal first touch by Diaz. Second touch sets up the reset. Looking at the top corner, and that is more like it for the Brazilian.
So I think he's 3 for 3 for full-length air dribbles, but we just haven't seen them yet. When Wahvey backs off, or when he gets demoed, when he gets a chance, Diaz, he makes the most of it. But I mean, for the most part here, Wahvey has not given him an inch to work with.
Yeah, Wavey's all over him, and that seems to be the best way to play against Diaz. Looking at the players who have done well against him. I mentioned earlier that these two are the only two players who have beaten Daniel in Salt Mine 3 in Stage 2 and in Stage 3 combined. And, although that is true, there are also two players who have not taken a game against Daniel in their most recent matchup against him. So no one really looking like the favorite against Daniel in this tournament today. Obviously, we know that they do have it in them to get wins against Daniel. Other situations, it's a 100 boost pick up there by Diaz, but Wavey's too fast to the ball. He's looking to create some space here. Fake sticking it across the pitch and then cuts in for the goal. Just look at the angles Wavey's creating. He made it look like he's going for the far side boost, and then before Diaz knows it, it's in the back of his net.
Yeah, Diaz just keeps getting dusted on these little exchanges. Pretty much all over the pitch here. It's happened all series long, and Wahvey seems to know that. He's a smart player, recognising how eager Diaz is to turn, to challenge, to dispossess Wahvey. And as you said, creating those angle changes. There's a shot from Diaz. He'll have that one again because Wavey's got boost and ball off that miss. He's trying to keep control of it here. Diaz again popping up. This time again 50'd by Wahvey. Diaz just not quite getting these flips, not getting the touches that he wants.
Yeah, Diaz is starting to struggle here to really create anything. Wavey's Got him pinned in a corner and keeping him busy with defense rather than starting his own high-powered offense. It's going to be a dribble by Diaz this time. Delayed flick just goes straight into Wahvey.
What a catch.
Who's got the boost and has the counter-attack. And he'll have the double tap if Diaz leaves this. He doesn't. And so we will have a chance for Diaz from 2 down again.
And Diaz trying to work this one down. 50 seconds left. Still needs 2. This is where Wahvey gets to work. Diaz just gets dusted again. Yep. It's happened again. All of the goals that Wahvey is scoring is from Diaz just wanting to turn, wanting to take the ball, and just getting beaten, getting out-reacted to the touch.
Yeah, Wahvey doesn't rush. He takes his time. He waits until his opponent is in the worst position possible, and then he makes his move. Diaz needs a kick-off possession or this could be over. He'd be facing quadruple match point in the top 4 Salt Mine 3 North America. He's forcing the issue here. Wahvey's not going to have it, and it is next again. Wahvey is taking Diaz to the cleaners.
I'm gonna mention it. Does he usually have 104? Is that normal? His normal sort of ping-in?
I've seen him with like what's the best ping Diaz ever had, chat? I think I've seen him with 90-ish.
96, I'm hearing.
96.
So
that's right. Yeah, I've seen him in the 90s, so this isn't too far off.
I was just wondering if there's a delay. It just feels like these challenges are uncharacteristic from him. Obviously, there is pressure on the line. This is a Final Four, but yeah, Wahvey just time and time again is really dusting into the ball.
Yeah, I think Diaz, when he gets going, when he gets into the air, he looks unstoppable, but he just isn't finding ways to get into the air enough. You know, he said pretty even field control, pretty even possession. It's not for a lack of having chances on the ball. It's because the touches Wahvey is letting Diaz have on the ball are not dangerous touches. He's not allowing Diaz the space to set those full pitch dribbles. He's not giving him the time to get nice and close to the goal before pulling the trigger. Yeah, overall, Wahvey has out-defended him by a pretty significant margin.
And you'll be able to see on the Chalkcast highlights there how Wahvey just doesn't really leave the ground. He's a very, very grounded player. I don't think we've seen a single flip reset even attempted by Wahvey.
Yeah, he knows that's the strong point.
He just dispossesses the opponent. That's how he scores goals. That's what he focuses on. Again, Chalkcast highlights brought to you by the #1 podcast in the entire world.
That's right.
With the boys.
That's right.
And Rizzo, he's
Rizzo
left
as
us.
well.
He's on a plane
actually
right
left
now.
us. He'd had enough. We were slandering him all day.
He's like, you guys cannot seriously be at the Moist facility for this long, and he decided to leave.
Yeah, I mean, he had a disappointing ranked performance last night, and you know, we're jabbing him a little bit for that. You know, Moist Critical jumped on his PC, and we won a game with him. Even though I think he's in Diamond, I believe.
I want to say he's like Plat or Diamond, and Rizzo is a former pro, and we could not win a game with him, but. No, Charlie absolutely dominated, so we let him know about it, and he booked the next flight home.
Yeah,
Rizzo,
as soon as we told Rizzo that, he just like booked a flight and he's gone.
He's gone. Like that's kind of what happens. He's you know, doesn't have the ticker, doesn't have the heart for a little bit of banter. He just left us high and dry. No, shout out to Rizzo for bringing us over here for the solo queue event, and James Bott, of course. Shout out to Moist for hosting. I know that you guys already heard this, but for the YouTube at home that you might be tuning out going, why do we have the Moist logo behind us? What is going on? Well, we're at the Moist facility still after the solo queue event, and we've been lucky enough to use this beautiful facility and to play some ARAM and set up this lovely setup.
Yeah, I had to test out the gaming capabilities of these streaming PCs as well last night. We were absolutely farming ARAM. You know, Rocket League not so successful, but yeah, we crushed it in ARAM. Well played. Wahvey fakes the, well, actually didn't even have to fake it, just actually just straight up threatened the back wall bump, and then when Diaz dodged it, well, that just left the net open. Wahvey's been so decisive with those opportunities. It's 2-0. It doesn't look like he's interested in giving Diaz a single game today as he shows up with his best form possible for the last day of Salt Mine 3 North America.
You see as well why players find Wahvey so annoying. He's made He's made the challenge game just his own.
Look at this. I love this.
And I love
this.
Just 2 goals up with 4 minutes left, and he said, "I'll take that 5 seconds." Thank you very much.
He did a bot impersonation, the stuck on the wall bot impersonation in the preliminary final, top 4 Salt Mine 3 North America. I mean, he is just absolutely thriving. I mean, talk about a guy who's getting better and better with every passing stage of the tournament. I mean, he made top 4 in stage 1, but now top 4 just looks like the norm for him. He's going for top 2.
He's top 4 and he's about a 4-0 at this rate. This is just disgusting. Look at the reset into the fake, getting all of his car behind that ball. And Wahvey again just dominating Diaz all over the pitch. Diaz his only avenue to score is through his trademark full-length air dribbles, which he has been successful with.
Like right there, as soon as he's about to set it up, Wahvey's like, I don't care. He's in the corner, he's in his face. He says, I don't care about your full pitch air dribble. Yeah, I'm ready to block it. And then if you don't do it, I'm also going to take the ball away from you. This is the most aggressive stance we've seen anyone use against Wahvey in a while, or against Diaz in a while, but wow, is it working. Diaz is so used to everybody backing off, running away, getting ready to defend. Wahvey is proactive, he's aggressive, and he is about to 4-0 Diaz unless the Brazilian can come up with something late in game 4.
He's just dead set launched him. And there's another flick that's gone in. Diaz jumping top bins, trying to get the save. Wahvey getting a little bit tricky with this now. He's feeling himself. A little reverse musty / reverse breezy. I don't even know what sort of setup that was, but it looked pretty.
That's actually ridiculous. I mean, a lot of viewers watching him and commenting that this guy doesn't aerial, this guy just driving around. But he is playing to his strengths. He's completely stopped Diaz in his tracks. But don't get fooled. If you've not seen a lot of Wahvey, he's got an aerial game. He's a very well-rounded player. He does have, a deadly offense game. If someone is going to try and play defensively against him, he's quite happy to be the aggressor. Obviously, in a matchup like this, he doesn't have to do that. Diaz is going to come forward. That's what Diaz does. He's aggressive. He's all about the aerial game. Wahvey he's come up with a game plan today just purely to counter Diaz, and it is working out so incredibly well.
Yeah, he's basically playing Mario Kart right now, and he's got all the red shells. He's dead set all over him at the moment. Diaz just no room to breathe. I know the Rocket Racing's come out. I think Wahvey's going to be pretty good at it with this ground game. As you said, he does have the aerial play, which is he can demonstrate right here, right now. He gets up, late reset. Look at that! What a shot! What a save from Diaz.
Yeah, Wahvey's like very dangerous aerial player as well. He just knows that that's Diaz's strength. If he goes all in an aerial play, it doesn't work. Well, now he's going to need to defend Diaz's aerial game, and yeah, that's why you don't really want to go toe-to-toe with Diaz in an aerial battle, because that's where Diaz is at his best, and that's where Diaz has opened the scoring for himself in game 4.
Yeah, so good from Diaz, and also setting up the potential Brazil. Hold on to your hats, ladies.
Oh, there's no way he would do that to Diaz, surely not.
That would just be
adding
insult. Wait a second. Yeah, that's personal, actually.
That's just adding insult to injury. No, don't do it to him, surely not.
Don't Brazil,
no,
the Brazilian kid.
He's already got him on match point.
Yeah, he's got a family. You wouldn't want to do that. So let's see. Wait, here we go. This should be a goal here. Full field air dribble with Diaz. He has made that his own. There it is. Diaz brings it back to 4. And I tell you what, maybe one more, Johnny. This series, this game at least, will still be alive.
I mean, I don't want to see anything else from Diaz. I just want to see full pitch air dribbles. We always say this when a player is on their last legs, when they're in their last bit of rubber on the tire. You've got to go out playing your game. Don't play your opponent's game. So Diaz has to keep on going for the massive aerial plays that have gotten this far in Salt Mine, that have completely, wowed the world of Rocket League, who have been watching this guy rapidly ascend the ranks. Almost got the demo there, but he might have actually gotten his screen, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. But he hasn't. Wahvey's gotten away from him, and he has scored a 7th. Luckily for Diaz, he got one in before, so no 7-1.
Yep, 7 for Wahvey, and 100% of goals is just outpacing him, basically, in midfield. Getting the pop over the top. He's been slicing and dicing all game long, all series long as Wahvey, and, well, he's just under 2 minutes away from cementing his spot to the top 2. Salt Mine, North America, and into the grand final.
Oh, he just baited him.
And there's another pop, there's another touch, and this is a
GG's. What a performance by Wahvey. He has actually forced Diaz to forfeit with a ton of time left on the clock the last 3 games. And he advances with a sweep to play Daniel in the grand final. Now, Daniel, like CJ mentioned, his reaction when he found out he had to play Wahvey yesterday in the qualifying final was, oh no, I don't want to play. I don't like playing this guy. Like that was his reaction. He doesn't like playing him.
Not Wahvey. Something like that.
Not Wahvey. No, not Wahvey.
Not
no.
Wahvey.
No. Yeah, something like that.
Emo, you want to play some basketball?
I don't want to play Wahvey
Not
in any
Wahvey.
event.
In this event, in this 1v1 event.
Yeah, he didn't want it. So he
something
didn't want
like that.
the
But then he
smoke.
swept him.
And then he swept him, so
so-
actually handled him pretty easily. I mean, Daniel he is the favorite. Let's not get it wrong. Daniel's definitely the best player in current form in this tournament, and we do expect him to take this. But Wahvey has beaten Daniel before. He's played him close multiple times, but can he do it in a grand final? That would be one of the biggest upsets in Rocket League history. Daniel's that guy, so I'm still backing him to win it. But yeah, Wahvey's an exciting player, and he's very much on the come up recently. Excited to see where he can go.
Yeah, well done to Wahvey. Commiserations to Diaz. I think that it certainly wasn't his best day. It wasn't his best performance, but that's a credit to Wahvey. Take nothing away from him. I'm excited for the grand final. We've done 5 best of 7 so far, ladies and gentlemen, in this event, and I cannot wait for the grand final. See if Dan the Man can wrap it up, or if Wahvey can complete the underdog story and annoy Daniel enough.
Yeah,
in a best of 7.
If you can annoy Daniel enough, Daniel, he's just ridiculous right now. The form he's in is undeniable. He is, he's coming for our jobs as well. He was better at casting solo queue than we were. So he hasn't taken any L's. He won the basketball solo queue. He won the 2v2 individual tournament. He won the monstrous long day. And now he's looking like the favorite here, and he's better at casting than we are. So
he is.
Daniel's just too good. But if anyone could beat him, it's Wahvey, because he's the only person left in the tournament. So literally, if anyone could beat him, it would have to be him. So let's find out if he can do just that. We're going to go to a quick break. Grand final for Salt Mine 3 North America is coming up very soon. You're not going to want to miss it. It's Daniel versus Wahvey, who is going to join the historical all-time greats who have won a Salt Mine. Find out after the break.